What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Wolf, here to bring you more information. You guys ready to learn something today? A little something, something? I thought you'd say that. Good. Let us take a closer look at the Medicare tax. Sorry. All right, so I've been getting questions. Everybody keeps posing questions. Now, I appreciate the questions. I can't get to every single one of them, and some of them I can't get into, and some of them are more complicated to get the answers of. So I will be bringing you guys things as I see them. I will take some suggestions here and or there, but in general, it's always on this channel going to be related to, well, things on this channel. So when I do the other channel, let me say this correctly. When my other channel, which is the Badwolf Media channel, my more personal one, you guys can catch me on YouTube. So add and subscribe and like on that one as well. Then I'll do a plethora, okay, of things. But for right now, the channel is what it is. Stop doing that. Okay, let's go. All right, so how to stop Medicare tax. So that's what this video is going to be about today. All right, so many people have seen that monster on their, take a bite out of their check. All right, so let's take a look. Do you have some options? What's that someone said? What else? FICA? We'll do that in the next video. We'll take a look. Okay, let's take a look. Don't forget, guys, if you see anybody using any of my videos, likenesses, logos, and whatnots in any kind of negative way, feel free to hit the button over there, or whichever side it's on, and get them for defamation of character and bullying, harassment, slander, and any other option that's in there. Permission, so granted. Thanks in advance. All right, now let's take a look here. So I'm on Bing right now, and I just typed in how to stop Medicare tax. Most people just don't do a simple search to find what they're looking for. To opt out, you will need 1, be of an eligible type or specialty. Vague, but let's go on. Submit an opt-out affidavit to Medicare. Boo, yakasha. So what does that tell you? If you guys don't want Medicare taken out, now please understand, before you guys do any of this, all the information contained here is EDU education. It's not that, these are my experiences. So from my experiences inside my private nation, these are the things that I've done and that I do, okay? I'm not telling you you have to do this or that or anything on my channel. Make sure it's right for you, okay? I don't care if you're on somebody else's channel. If they're telling you to do something, investigate it, research it, vet the information for yourself. I'm going to get people using the word vet. I really like that. Prove the information for yourself, okay? Vet the information. Because if you don't and you do something and later on you were like, oh, well, I didn't. Yeah, sure, you can always opt back in. There's always a way. They're always going to find a way to be able to take your money, even if you scamp out there. I'm never coming back. Your place sucks. I don't like it here. Bee-boo. It's cold outside. Can I come back in? They'll always find a way for you to give them your money or register your stuff. Remember, children, register is another name in Black Law's dictionary for abandon. That means you're giving it up. A large percentage of it so that you guys can co-own it together, which means you don't own it completely anymore. Though you're the surety and responsible party, they get to step in and say whatever they want and manipulate things as they see fit when the time is right. Otherwise, you just sit back and get fat so they can harness your good juices. All right. So 3, enter into a private contract with each of your Medicare patients. Okay. So when is Medicare withheld? An employer is required to begin withholding additional Medicare tax in the pay period in which the pay wages are in excess of $200,000 an employee. Okay, so that's on their side. It's not us. Medicare tax applies to wages. You guys have to understand key words here. Look up the definition of wage. Railroad retirement compensation. I'm not on the railroad. Self-employment income over self-employment. Should really look up the word income. I wonder if it's similar to the word labor, which is not. No, labor is not taxable. Income is taxable by definition. Okay. Over threshold. Employers are responsible for withholding the tax. So that means that the employer is the withholding agent. Interesting information if you know how to use it. So, let's close that. All right, so tired of paying Social Security and Medicare taxes, are you? Now remember, one of the reasons why this program was implemented years upon years ago in great grandmammy's days was because a lot of people weren't able to have, they didn't have any money for retirement. They didn't have any way to get free stuff. Well, you're not really getting free stuff when you're already paying into it bit by bit. You're just getting what you've already put in. Go ahead, I'll take a moment to think about that. Meanwhile, I'm going to hydrolyze my water. Purified water, first of all, which is good for the body, though it doesn't have the minerals in it like the water from the ground, which is highly beneficial because it is like taking a liquid multivitamin every day. But when you drink water without mineralization in it, anyway, this will be done in a moment. Back to your regularly scheduled programs. Okay, so if you're tired of them, let's take a look here. We're going to look at providentplan.com. So thank you guys in advance for your information because it is freely available. All right. So a couple weeks ago, a friend asked me how they could get out of paying Social Security taxes, and he feels like there won't be any Social Security for him when he retires. So he'd rather just save up the money for himself. Now, that's how it used to be. You save for yourself, but people were getting lazy and spending all their money dancing and drinking and smoking and carrying heavy bags over their shoulder and stuff. So what ended up happening is the United States corporation said, we think we can help you out with that. Give us your money when working in our system with our using our benefits and our public transmitting utilities. I mean, death mask. A straw man, or also known as nom de gore in Latin. And we'll take care of all that. We'll hold it for you so that when you get old, we'll have it here and we'll give you some of it back. And if you happen to live long enough to use all of it, great. But if you don't, we'll just hold on to that for future uses. And if your children or heirs or whoever else are smart enough to figure out all the paperwork, then we'll give them that too, but it'll probably be taxed or something, or probated or something. Okay? All right. So I've done some research on the same topic a couple of years ago, and I brushed up on it again recently. Here's how you can get out of paying Social Security tax and Medicare tax. Now, make sure that if you're reaping the benefits of said things, that you investigate all the information, the ins and outs about pulling it, stopping it right now, what you're still entitled to get, which is what you've already paid in, what you're not going to get, it's what you haven't paid because you're going to stop it right here. Do all those things first before just doing this. A larger paycheck does sound awesome, sexy even. But you have to think about the future. There's a reason why this is in place. Okay? Good old IRS, Internal Revenue Service. I wonder if that's different than the Internal Revenue Bureau. You should probably look and find out the differences. Okay, so IRS Form 4029. 4029. IRS Form. Bingo. Yeah, whoever said that, yep, you're right. All right, it's an application for the exemption from Social Security and Medicare taxes and a waiver of benefits from those programs. However, That's good. Pure oxygen and hydrogen right there. You can find one of these ionizers in the Amazon description above. All right, so let's read the catches. You must be a member of a religious group that teaches against insurance. Not because they believe in it won't be around to pay you benefits. This group must also provide a reasonable level of living for its dependent members. Finally, it must have existed continuously since 1950, December 31st. Okay? It must be approved by the Social Security Administration. Generally, only the Amish and very conservative Mennonite groups will qualify for the specific form. This particular person says they are a part of the Mennonite church, and I don't even think we qualify unless the SSA knows little about the differences among Mennonites. Okay. So it looks like you might be joining a religious order or creating your own. And if they deny you, you can file a federal lawsuit for discrimination of religious rights. Theoretically, just saying. Okay. You're giving up all rights to any benefits you'd be entitled to under the Social Security Administration and Medicare. So you better be ready to replace this in the form of term life insurance, retirement income, disability insurance, and medical insurance. Now that part I will agree with, which is what we said, but you can now pay for just one or two of those things on your own without all the whole kit and caboodle, depending on what you need. While that's no small talk, my rough calculations show you better be making at least $30,000 a year, according to them. Okay, so let's look at the next form that you can use. IRS Form 4361. Application for exemption from self-employment taxes for ministers, members of religious orders, certain Christian practices. Okay, so those are the two forms that are recommended. Here. Okay, I don't see any more on this page. Let's back here up. Okay, so I don't see anything off the top where it's just out there, but let's just do it like this, okay? So opt out Medicare tax form. Make it so, number one. Once again, it reverts back to form 4029, 4029. Looks like they have got another form that you should probably look into called the KA-02411. Looks like you can go right to Medicare itself. I would believe that you would need to submit this to your HR department after getting the forms. Maybe one to Medicare, maybe one to the IRS. That's how I would do it, just to make sure that all the parties are on the same page. But yeah, those will be your forms right here. Form 4029 and 4361. Okay. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. Those are your forms. That is it. As always, make sure you guys talk to your, I don't know, counselor or, whoever takes care of your stuff. It's being all lazy and casual. You want to make sure that you do talk to all of your any of your financial advisors, all the people associated with these benefits and privileges, to make sure that this is something that is good for you. The ins and outs of it, I'm just providing information. So there you have it. Enough said. From here, you guys can do your own research. And please, by all means, continue to send me the emails that say thank you. I appreciate it. Trolls, you already know. Critiquers out there, taking clips of my videos and going, well, see, here's why I think the Badwolf is wrong. Well, if you would read the entire process, you'll find that it's a matter of interpretation of the information. And from there, you can do your research, which is what I show. And then from there, 99% of the things that I'm mentioning, that I've said you don't have to do unless these apply or work for you, you can undo them or reapply. So it's cute to see all the little sheeple out there, whether black or white or this or that, want to use my information for that. So cute. Look at you. So cute. Making fame off of me while I'm trying to help the American people get free, and you're trying to muddy the waters. Might as well be a foreign agent. So have a good day, traitors to the United States of America. But to my country, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I will catch you guys. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe. On the way out, I'll get the lights. Take care. Happy holidays.